Why is he on the fire?
Here he comes.
Why is he on the fire?
Hi. Will you say thank you? Say thank you. Hey. Hi, Savannah. Okay, so that was a success. Santa just came riding down in the fire truck and we grabbed the kids and got their coats on really quickly so we could take them out to see Santa. That was so exciting. And they totally know that Santa is, you know, make-believe like Mickey. Okay? They had a good time. They're so cute. I love my kids so much. Good morning, guys. So I took a day off. I did not vlog yesterday, sorry. I am here by myself, you guys, because the kids are with Nana and Pop-Up again. They came and got them last night so we could go out and finish up some Christmas shopping. So thank God for family, right? Should I say what I'm doing? I don't know, because the kids do watch the vlogs, but they only watch them when they have permission to watch them, so I kind of technically could say it. I kind of could show. I have laid out all of their Christmas gifts. I'm going to attempt to wrap these before they get back with Pop-Up. And we really haven't bought anything for the kids yet. These are all from grandparents, aunties, cousins, that type of deal, which I'm so super grateful. So if you guys are watching, which you're probably not, but I'm so grateful. We are so grateful for you guys. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish cleaning up and I'm going to wrap these gifts. I got Savannah some clothing, and I was thinking about trying out a toddler haul on my channel. Like, I never do stuff like that, but I want to try and do some different stuff. So I always hesitated to do a toddler haul because I don't buy a lot of their clothes. You know, they get given to them by grandparents and other people, and handed down. Some of them handed down, even new things that are handed down from other people. So I just never think to do a toddler haul because I didn't actually go out and purchase it. But then I thought, like, what a great way to show, you know, how God can provide, how he provides, and how he blesses us even when we feel like, you know, it's a little different from what we think. And I think that's important too, because for me, I know that pride kind of got in the way, because you want to be able to get your own things for your kids, and when you can't because you are on a budget or you're trying to put some other things first and you're not able to do that, you know, other people giving you things a lot can feel, it can really, like, I don't know, it can like pull on your pride, and you really have to get rid of that, because people are such a blessing, and they can be such a blessing to you if you allow it. And so, I don't know, that was random. Again, I think it's something about whenever I come into this room, I always have some type of reflection. Anyway, you guys, yeah, so I have all of her stuff laid out here. Here's some shoes, and then this is some of the stuff I got for her, and these are all going to be packaged up as Christmas gifts because she is such a fan of dressing up. And so yeah, we went over to Hobby Lobby, which is where I got some of their stuff for their gift that I can't talk about right now. So we went over to Hobby Lobby and I found this book was on sale, Without Rival by Lisa Bevere. And so I actually asked my bestie if she had heard about it, and she did. So she actually has it. So we're gonna read it together in a little book club. So have you guys ever read Without Rival? I'm trying to get a jump start on some of my New Year's resolutions. I am a fan of New Year's resolutions. I guess they're just called goals, basically. So I'm a big fan of that because it's just like a big party for goals, you know. So I know a lot of people hate New Year's goals, but I've got New Year's goals. I've got all throughout the year goals, and I'm just a fan. So one of the things I wanted to work on, I've been trying to work on lately, is reading. And I want to read more, take more time out to read. The last time I read a book from cover to cover was back when I first began homeschooling. That sounds so bad, doesn't it? But it was, I thought it was over there. There it is. It's this book here. This one. This was the last time I read a book from cover to cover, you guys, and this was The Brainy Bunch. It's the Harding Family's Method to College Ready by Age 12. So I'll probably read this again because I found this really, really helpful. Look, this was really super helpful to me when I started homeschooling. So I think I'm gonna read this one again. And then, like I said, I wanted to read Without Rival. And this, I need this because I have a major issue with this. Just looking at what other people are doing and comparing yourself and your path and what you're doing to what they're doing. And I don't even think you mean to do it, you know. It's not like you want to keep them from moving forward and being great. It's just that you can see that, you know, you can see what they're doing. And sometimes you can't see what you're doing, you know. You know you're making efforts, but you don't see it as clearly as you see what other people are doing. And so this one just says, embrace your identity and purpose in an age of confusion and comparison. So I heard this was amazing, and I'm going to read this. I am going to try to see if I can read it in a few days. Because if I give myself like a couple weeks, I'll take my sweet old time and it won't get read. You guys, I got so much work done on the fall call yesterday. That was another thing. I started doing a lot of homeschool planning so I could kind of prepare a little bit more for the year that's coming up. Other than that, I got a lot of work done on the fall call, so I'm really excited. And what I ended up doing was closing the shop for the month of December. So you can still order if you're interested in it. If any of you watch here, I'm not exactly sure, you know, who exactly watches here, but just in case you do, you can reach out and you can still place an order, and I can place the order manually. But I closed the shop. So that when you go to thefallco.com, it is going to say that it's closed for now for the month of December, and that it's going to reopen in January. So I'm really excited about that because that just gives me space to just have a little bit of time to work on the shop. I have about 5 or 6 new designs that I'm going to load. So I took the maroon and navy shirts off, and I'm just going to offer the white, the black, and the gray shirts. And I don't know, again, I don't know who's watching, but I just feel like when you have a dream or a vision or you want to work towards something, it's not always going to be like super fancy and just, you know, catapult out of control in the very beginning. Like, this is almost a whole year in business for us at the Fall Co. And there has been a lot of growth and a lot of changes and a lot of learning. But I'm so grateful that I started last January, because now this year is behind me and now I can do even better the next year, you know. So it was a lot of sampling, a lot of figuring out like what I wanted in business. So I'm pretty sure that there's lots of t-shirt businesses and there's a lot of best practices and ways that you should do things. And one of the things I know for us I've found to be true is that I don't want to end up stocking shirts in our house. That's not my goal. So we get our items fulfilled, you know, it comes straight from a fulfillment company, and I love that because I want us to still have the freedom to live the life, you know, that I envision. And so stocking shirts and packing shirts ourselves is not what I envision. Now eventually, as we grow, I do want to start printing in bulk and stocking items, but in my mind I see it at a different location and being able to employ other people, like other families in particular. So that's a little snippet of the vision for the fall. So right now I'm just working on developing, you know, the foundations of what we stand for, what we will do and what we won't do, and how we want to approach business in general. And this past year was a major like refining of the vision, and I'm really excited about, you know, working on relaunching the shop in the new year. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. So anyway, if there's someone out there and you are going after something and it's not showing as much growth as you want it to, or I don't know, I feel like it can be so discouraging sometimes, not having as many sales or not having as many followers or as much activity. But I feel like this part is important for you to decide, or you to figure out or explore like what you want out of it and what you actually want it to be, and so that you're not trying to so that you don't end up falling into the trap of being like other businesses or other people, or you know, just being the same. You want to be different, and I think that being different requires you going through a process of discovering what makes you different. Does that make sense? So that's what this year has done for us at Falco. Like I've been able to discover what makes us different, and so now in 2017 I'm going to take those steps to, you know, just implement those things that make us different. So I'm excited. So I got a lot of work done on that, and I need to stop chit-chatting so I can get this stuff done. I'm going to put on a little Christmas music.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi, pretty girl. Hi, Kendall.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you, babe?
I'm good.
Did you have a good sleep last night?
Yes. How about you?
Thank you, Kendall. I slept well.
How Daddy slept?
I think he slept well, too.
Oh.
Okay, guys. It has taken me a super long time to get done. I'm just having such a hard time focusing. It's quiet in here. I'm probably going to take a break and read and have something to eat really quickly, but this is all I've gotten done. Yeah, so I basically have all of Cameron's stuff wrapped. That's all I got done, guys. So I don't know, I guess I'm just thinking a lot right now, which is not which is not out of the norm. I mean, everywhere I look in my house, I see just evidence of God's goodness and the beautiful people that are in our lives. I just feel so full and so grateful. And it's coming from such an authentic place because we have been through so much in these last couple of years. And sometimes I feel some type of way when I hear people say that, because it's like I normally end up relating the hardships of one person to another's, and it's really not a fair thing to do, because there's so much that you can go through internally that may not look like it on the outside. And that's why you have to be so careful not to judge other people's circumstances based on what you see, because you kind of have no idea what they are going through. So I'm just sitting here wrapping the rest of these gifts. I know that the kids are having a good time with their grandfather, and Brian is out at work. I think he's having a pretty decent day on his new job. The new year is coming, and I just feel like there's so many possibilities, and I just feel so grateful inside. And I guess it's a kind of an overwhelming feeling, because for the last 2 years I've had to practice on purpose, you know, like be very, very intentional about being grateful. And a lot of the times when I would say I'm grateful, I didn't feel that way inside. I felt like, why is this happening to me? Or you know, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. You're saying I'm grateful on purpose, but you don't feel that way inside. And I feel like that was sowing seeds during those very difficult times, because I cannot say that my circumstance or my situation is like a complete turnaround in this very moment, but I can feel the difference in myself. And that is like the best thing ever. Because I think a lot of times we get really stuck on wanting our situation to change. But a lot of the problems that people get into is that their situation will change, but they're still the same. You know, so they bring the depression with them, or they bring the sadness with them, or they bring the ill attitude with them, or they bring the drama with them because they didn't change by the time their situation did, you know. Circumstances are temporary and they're going to change. And so all of this time being very intentional about saying I'm grateful for this or I'm grateful for that, but on the inside feeling like, but you know, like, what the flip is going on, Jesus? So but as I sit here wrapping the gifts and knowing that I can feel the changes in our circumstances, and I know that for sure because I've been believing for it, you know, so that I know that it's coming. It's only a matter of time. But as I sit here, I just keep saying, you know, I'm grateful, just like I have been doing in the past. But it's different now because I can start to tell that from the inside I'm grateful, you know, and I can tell that gratefulness isn't dependent upon my situation or my circumstance, and that makes me feel so good inside, because it's like once this situation does completely turn around, I won't be in this new place and still find myself sad or depressed or angry or upset. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the process, and I'm grateful for the things that you learn along the way. We actually haven't done our handmade ornaments this year yet, but this one was from last year, so we still have to do that. So I'm going to try to quickly wrap one of Savannah's gifts and just move the rest of this stuff out of the way before the kids get here. Oh my gosh, I have another one of Kendall's. Okay, let me go.
Is this for decoration?
Hi, buddy. What do you mean, is it for decoration?
Is that for decoration?
It's so nice, right? It's decorative, right? Who is that? Hi, buddy.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you, son?
Presents. Are these decorations?
Yeah, they look nice, don't they?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Well, hello, lady. Hey, Dad.
Hey, how are you? I got more
Good.
stuff.
How are you? More
Good.
stuff for what? It's the car seat drop off. Back at it with the Legos, right, Savannah?
Yeah. That's editing with the Legos in the show. So I'm building my own house.
You're building.
Kendra's helping me.
Great job. Okay, let me check on Cam. He's editing. He is working on a Christmas film, right? Mm-hmm. He came right home to come and work on this. He's an editor. Cameron is finishing up his Christmas movie, so he's getting some shots. Where you going? He's getting some shots. Look at him, look at him. Get down, get the angle, Cam. Get the good angle, Cam. Look at him. Look at him, get the good angle. Get the good angle, Cam. Oh, he's fixing it. He's fixing the shot. And he's going in for the... Nice, keep the steady hand. Awesome. He just let me preview his film so far. It's a Christmas film. How cool is that? He's editing. Now, he has edited his films all by himself. So, you're almost done?
Mm-hmm.
I like to see your face in my memories.
Fly
Your face. Nice, bud. He's really good. He does his transitions. He does voiceover. Nice job, bud. Really digging your creativity lately. Do you think you're creative?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me too.
I like the room.
I made an appearance, guys. So cool. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sorry I didn't get a video to you yesterday, but you know, I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. Anyway, just remember to love more, dream big, take risk, and have faith. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Brian.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Why'd you take your hat off?
I didn't realize it was on until you put the camera on me.
I told them I was gonna try to get you at least in one clip before I ended the vlog.
I'll be in more clips. No.